Hello everyone, I am Gogi from Gogi.in and you're watching the review of Motorola Moto E second generation smartphone. Motorola had recently launched this handset in India for a price tag of Rs 6,999. If you may recall, the Moto E first generation was also launched with the same price tag. The second generation is slightly better. It is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon quad-core processor. It's a dual SIM handset with 3G support running Android Lollipop with 1GB RAM and 8GB of internal storage. Here is the box pack. The specifications are clearly mentioned on the box. This handset sports a 4.5-inch screen with QHD resolution. The screen is with Corning Gorilla Glass protection and the handset is also water resistant to some extent. Inside the box you'll find the Moto E. This is the second generation handset. Warranty information, quick start guide in both Hindi and English languages. Travel charger with a dedicated micro USB pin and standard quality earphone. Here is the handset, the Moto E second generation, that looks almost similar to the first generation handset. Build quality and the finishing is much better. It is not the slimmest handset. It has got a curvy design. It's bulkier in the center and gets slimmer towards the edges. There is a 5-megapixel autofocus camera on the rear. This is the mic and there is no LED flash. There is a front camera too of VGA resolution. The battery of 2390 mAh capacity comes built in. There is no speaker out vent on the rear side. In fact, the in-call speaker doubles up as the loudspeaker. The audio jack is placed on the top. Power button and volume rocker is placed on the right side. Micro USB port at the bottom. And here is the primary mic. There are dual mics for noise cancellation. The rear side has got a rubber type matte finishing, very soft to touch and gives a very good grip. This handset has got a pretty unique design. You're looking at the Moto band with the line textures that again helps give a very good grip. The Moto band is available in different colors in case you want to change the look of your handset, and this is how you can remove the band. Once you open up the band, you can clearly see the mic here. And with the band removed, you will also get access to the micro SIM slots and the micro SD card slot. Now this design is completely different from what we have seen on the Moto E first generation handset. The battery is not easily accessible. It looks like it's completely sealed, though I guess the service center guys would be able to access it if required. Here are the SIM slots. There are dual SIM slots. This is SIM slot 1, a micro SIM, a micro SD card slot, and this is the SIM slot 2, a micro SIM. You need 2 micro SIMs. I'm going to insert a SIM card and a micro SD card of 32GB space. The handset weight with battery is 146 grams. It is not that slim. It is about 11.83 mm thick. The screen is indeed scratch resistant to some extent. Let's power on this handset. It's running Android Lollipop out of the box. Performance is really good, touch is very smooth and responsive. There are no dedicated navigation buttons and hence you'll find the on-screen navigation buttons. There is Moto Alert application that will make you feel safer by sharing your location with family and friends. You'll also find the Moto Assist application that comes pre-installed. It's kind of having a personal assistant. The Lollipop interface is somewhat different. If you check the notification area, swipe from top to bottom, you'll get the notification bar and swipe again to get the quick setting options. The animation is pretty smooth without any lags. Cast screen is supported. There is built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and GPS. The handset does come with a light sensor, but there is no auto brightness option. Instead, you'll find the adaptive brightness option. This will optimize the brightness level depending upon the surrounding lighting conditions. You can also enable the ambient display option to wake up the screen when there is a notification. You'll get around 4.3 GB for apps, and of the 1 GB RAM, you'll get around 542 MB free on the first boot. Hindi language is supported. It's a 4.5-inch TFT LCD screen with QHD resolution. Viewing angles are okay, not that great. Let's check out the camera. Here is the camera interface. It's a 5-megapixel autofocus camera on the rear. To enable autofocus, you'll need to switch on the control focus and exposure option. you'll get this green circle. Use it to focus the subject. You can move it around the screen. The handset also supports HDR, save to SD card, and here is the camera resolution. It's 3.7 MP in 16:9 aspect ratio and 5 MP in 4:3 aspect ratio. Shake the handset to quickly launch the camera application. There is an option to switch off the shutter sound. The camera interface is pretty simple. You can shoot videos and take still images. To take still images, just tap the screen, and to shoot videos, tap the video icon. There is an option to pause the video. This video got recorded in 864 by 480 pixels. That's the maximum this handset can record. I tried Google Camera and it recorded in the same resolution. There is a front camera too of VGA resolution. I have connected an OTG pen drive. There seems to be no activity. OTG is not supported. Let's check out the system information. This handset is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 1.2 GHz MSM 8926 chipset quad-core with Adreno 305 GPU. It's running Android 5.0.2. There is accelerometer, light and proximity sensors. Let's check out the benchmark scores. Quadrant benchmark score is 9513. Antutu score is, you can see the screen resolution 960 by 540 pixels and the graphics FPS is pretty slow. Antutu score 17363. Vilamo Metal 696 multicore 1363 browser 1577. Nina Mark II is at 51.0 FPS and this handset supports 5-point multi-touch. Let's play the Asphalt 8. This game got installed on the internal storage. I have set it to the highest visual quality mode. The game is playable in the highest mode, but it's not very smooth. There are some lags. If we switch back to medium quality mode, the gaming experience is much better. When you're installing any applications, it will get installed on the internal storage. However, you can move certain applications to external SD card. For example, the Antutu benchmark application, there is an option to move to SD card, and when I tap on that option, some part of the application has moved to the external SD card. This handset also comes loaded with features as seen on the Moto G handset. For example, when the handset is lying idle and when you move around, you can see the time and the notifications without having to tap the screen or press the buttons. The Moto E second generation is slightly better when compared to the Moto E first generation. It's powered by a quad-core processor that does a pretty good job running Android Lollipop with 1 GB RAM and 8 GB of internal storage. The camera quality has improved. You can check the sample images on my website. On a full charged battery, you can expect about 4 to 7 hours of continuous moderate to heavy usage. This is a good option to buy for a price tag of Rs 6,999. However, the Lenovo A6000 still seems like a better option.